Hey everybody, Beer Noob, and I thought of a challenge for myself to really get my channel, really pumping with lots of videos. I'm going to challenge myself to do 30 videos in 30 days, 30 beer reviews in 30 days. So that means a beer review a day. So I've done 3 up to this point, and this will be my 4th review. I started on Sunday. I can't remember when I started, but anyway, I think I started on Sunday, so I'm on day 4 now, and I'm going to try to make this a challenge to just kind of discipline myself to do 30 days, 30 beer reviews, and so I should cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time. Today I'm going to, I saw this on the shelf, and it sounded a little odd to me. It's Back in Black by the 21st Amendment Brewery. I think they're in San Francisco. But it says American IPA brewed with rich dark malts. It says black IPA, and it's interesting because I'm expecting it to be black. I'm expecting it to be very malty, yet at the same time be really hoppy. So I'm not quite sure what to expect from this beer. Will I really enjoy it because it has the combination of the two, or will I hate it because it's ruining the malt that I usually like, that I get from stouts and those kinds of beers? So let's crack into it and see what this is. All right. And it's pouring pretty dark. It's not black. It's definitely not black. It's not a stout. I can smell it though. Look at the head on that thing. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's a. It looked like the bubbles coming up actually look like little pebbles of sand. So it's definitely a dark beer. I would not call it black. I would call it deep brown, maybe chestnut brown. There's some good amount of carbonation that's coming up from the bottom, and the head is nice. I mean, it's a nice pillowy head. And if you look at it, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of like that off-white. Actually, not off-white. It's kind of the brownish, lightish brown. And it looks pretty nice. It's got a nice head, good carbonation. Like I said, chestnut brown, or maybe a couple shades darker than that, but it's definitely not black. So let's give it a smell. Wow, it actually smells really good. I'm picking up, I mean, right away, it's got this almost like a cocoa type of smell. I wouldn't call it chocolate, but more of a cocoa, hot cocoa kind of smell to it. Definitely the malt. I'm getting a lot of the malt. I'm picking up the alcohol. I think this thing's like 6.5% alcohol. I am picking up some of the alcohol. I kind of, you get that smell. I'm definitely getting that. It's getting. I'm getting a lot of kind of nuts in here too. So I'm getting kind of. I'm not getting any. I guess the standard IPA smells. I'm getting more of a stout or a porter type of smell. Even it's got a little bit of bourbon even. Kind of a whiskey kind of aroma to it. So let's give it a taste. Interesting. It doesn't have much of a taste. In fact, it's very bitter. It's very hoppy going in. I mean, I kind of get that that piney hop type of flavor. The malt is really picked it up well in the aroma, but the taste, it's barely there. It's kind of uninspiring. It doesn't really have any kind of unique flavor to it besides the bitter hoppiness, but even that is weak. It feels like it's kind of a weaker beer. It's drinkable. I mean, it's a little heavy to drink a lot of these, but it's drinkable. I mean, I could finish this, definitely, but I wouldn't say it's a great beer by any stretch of the imagination. Turn on the mouthfeel, and it's kind of a medium-bodied. It's not too thick. It's not very light either. It's kind of a medium body. So I mean, it's unimpressive. That's probably the best word I can think of it. It's unimpressive. It's surprisingly, it's got a decent amount of carbonation, and you can kind of taste that. And there's nothing really to say about it. It's a slightly below average beer. It doesn't really have the flavor that really makes you love the beer. But then again, it's not distasteful where you never want to try it again. So if I saw this at someone's party and they had this, I probably would drink it again, but I'm not going to go out and buy it voluntarily. So I would say I'm going to give this, you know, I would say probably 2 stars, maybe 2.5. I'll give it 2.5. 2.5. I'm sorry, I keep saying stars, but 2.5 bottles. So that's what I would give it. 2.5 bottles. I'll finish the rest of this. So really, my overall review is that it's unimpressive in the taste category. The aroma actually was pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised by the aroma, but when I tasted it, uninspiring. So anyway, guys, happy drinking, and remember my 30 beer reviews and 30-day challenge. So hopefully you keep watching. Make comments. If you haven't subscribed and you bumped into these videos, make sure you subscribe. And anyway, guys, happy drinking. Take care.